Alright, how's it going, everybody? Well, good morning to you too, Junior. Fucking first thing I hear is fucking donkey downstairs. So, it is update day, and we've got some shit to look at here. We're doing GT6 and qwertech as usual. He did some compat for Magic Bees, add-on for forestry, got some stuff handled regarding centrifuge recipes. I thought some of that was already done. Most of that, actually. Now, there's one fix on here that I can't really test, but if it works, I'm going to be fucking happy. There's been an issue where you'll get this buff thing over here, or debuff, whichever the case may be, that'll just say 0, 0, 0, and it never goes away, and it's annoying as shit. And apparently, Greg has fixed that. And I don't know of any of them that I can get to go to 0, 0, 0 and stay there, but so I can't really test it, but hopefully it won't get stuck there anymore. Let's see. Apparently he fixed hoppers not saving their exact insert mode when harvested. What part didn't save? Because I know it always saves the okay, wait a minute. I've got my magnifying glass on. Why is this not telling me? There we go. Stack size limit of 4. I know that always saved the stack size limit, so maybe it was the other one that it wasn't saving of the if it's emitting only or a divisible, because right now it's on divisible. So maybe that's what it wasn't saving. Because there's only really 2 settings for a hopper. Unless I'm forgetting one. Because you have divisible, which is done this way. And then monkey wrench, I do believe, does the other one. There we go. Monkey wrench. Emit exact size or divisible. See. So now if I put this back up here, it should say emits exact stack size of 4, max stack size 64. Alright. And actually, why did I take that back off? I want to reset this damn thing. Can we actually whack these with hammers? Because that would be awesome. If we could just whack it with a soft hammer, it resets everything. No. Apparently can't do that. Damn it, Greg.
That would be awesome.
Because some of these things, like if you go all the way up to 64, or like 63 with your screwdriver, that's a lot of durability you're wasting on your screwdriver to get it back, to get it up there. Or, you know, if you go halfway, say, you know, 36, you have to go either 36 down or 28 up. That's a lot of clicking. Stack size did get saved, but the exact and divisible mode didn't. Okay, so it's exactly what I thought. Do you wear that monocle thing from QWERTY? Yes, I do. I have a monocle on my chain helmet. And I think he fixed it, and that's why it's not telling me. That must be one of his updates, because in his update, or in last week's, every time I clicked on a machine, it would give me the information about it, and it was really annoying having that spam. So apparently now I have to shift to get it to give me the information, which is awesome. That was something I asked for last week, so I'm glad it works that way. Let's see, this says emits up to 64 items, so it's just back to standard. This one's not. I'm going to reset this bitch while I'm thinking about it. It's divisible stack size of 1, and emits up to 1 stack. Emits up to 64 items. So that should be reset now. Oh, wait a minute. Germanium, germanium. Wonder why they're not stacking now. I must have missed on one of them, but I'll check it later. Hey, Ghost, how's it going? Let's see here. Changed. He got rid of the automatic iron and tungsten steel handle assignment code for tools. Now almost everything defaults to wood or plastic handles unless specified directly otherwise. That is a freaking awesome change. It was really annoying having to have tungsten steel, iron handles for some of the tools, and it didn't really make sense. I know why he did it back when he did it in GT5. It was to limit people from using specific material pickaxes early on, because you could get lead really easy. But lead being as easy as it was to get is not actually meant to be a pickaxe, you know. Lead is a very heavy, dense material, and it's also very soft. You're not really going to be using it for pickaxes. No, Lorenus, I am not wasting thorium on pickaxes. The fuck uses thorium for a pickaxe? Same person that uses manganese for a pickaxe.
They what?
They wanted me to test thorium pickaxes. I am not using thorium for a pickaxe. Contains material, any wood or plastic. I'm looking to see if there's any of them that I can find that actually don't take it. So far, all of them say any wood or plastic that I'm seeing here. I'm just trying to scan over them. Whoa, wait a minute. There's one. Requires a handle made of blaze. For the fiery steel pickaxe needs a blaze handle. So there's one that doesn't take something that's wood or plastic. Wait a minute, right there.
That one's always been blaze rod.
Yeah, dash pickaxe takes a dash handle. I think that's because of the way you make it in Galacticraft. Yes, because of thorium being a future nuclear fuel, I'm not using it for pickaxes. Even if I never get to that point. Endium pickaxe takes endstone? Why the fuck would you make an endstone rod for a pickaxe handle? But I don't know what endium is anyways. That's from...
That's a material as well.
It's Ganny's nether, apparently, is the mod it comes from, so I've never played with that mod, so I'm guessing that's something you use in there.
You can also get it from the Hardcore Ender expansion, I think.
No, that's actually a different material, I think, that you're talking about.
Because I thought that was called Indium.
I think I know which one you're talking about, but I think it's a little bit different. Not positive. I haven't played with that a whole lot. Endium, oh yeah, that's the construction pick version. Blaze, that's Firestone apparently takes blaze as well. I'm not seeing any that take steel or iron or tungsten steel. So that's cool. Let's see. Endium is from Ganny's end and requires an endstone rod. Yeah, that's kind of what I was figuring, Greg. Yeah, I'm not seeing any that are taking iron or steel. I've gone through 2 pages. The blaze pickaxe head takes a blaze rod. Imagine that. Kind of had to figure that one. The fiery's going to. Blaze is going to. Last page here. I think this is going to be it. There's another blaze one. But that's. Oh, these are raw, so I've already looked through all of them. So yeah, it looks like that's all taken care of, and that is awesome. Just noticed I messed up the name of Ganny's mod. Well, fix it. You ain't gonna catch me figuring that out, probably. Let's see, what else do we got today? The next thing, I'm going to go into a test world to test. I'll make a single player world to test, so we'll skip these 2. Redstone and click-based controller and mode selector covers no longer need a ticking tile entity to work. So you can attach them to multi-block parts as well now without having to use a universal extender. So what you're saying is I should be able to take this cover here. Where is my... There it is. I should be able to take... Yeah, that's the one I want, the fluid one. I should be able to take this filter, which, by the way, Greg, I gotta complain in a little bit. Other than putting it on the pipe, I should be able to put it right there and then smack that with the soul sand fluid that I have in here, soul sand oil. Put that on there just in case something else will try to go in. So it's cool that they can go on. Now, problem is how... Let's see. I think I can still run this. Let me give it a shot. There's 13 in that one. So I should be able to run it for a little bit. So that one should still be set to water. So to test it, I'm going to try to put the soul sand oil in it. And see if it... Where in the fuck am I going? I was on here, by the way, the other day getting some work done. And I think, depending on how much time we have, might actually be able to get my first buell started today. Alright, so this has got 300 soul sand in it. Let's put this down here. Dump it back into there. Pipe is empty. By the way, Greg, you know this monocle on the helmet thing is kind of awesome because now I don't have to make... filter is empty. Alright, so we got to set the filter real quick. I don't have to make magnifying glasses all the time. This gives it an infinite durability. Alright, so there we go. So now that should be set to purple drink only, which it is. So now if I put this on here, put this up here, and I do that like so, let's go get some charcoal. Holy shit, get something to drink because you're getting really thirsty, bud. Let's just do 32 for now. Yeah, I kind of figured you'd say something like that. I kind of figured the fact that this was now an infinite durability magnifying glass would be something you might want to discuss with him.
Of course, if you use zirconium, it's not too bad either.
Well, see, that is something that QWERTY could do, is make it to where the only monocle you could put on is something that is higher. Greg, you sure that filter's working? It might go on the tile entity cover, but it doesn't look like it's working because it is so getting filled. I've got 770 in there. Yeah, it's going right through that filter, dude. So it might go on, but it's definitely not restricting it. We will test that in a few minutes, Lorenz. Let's close that. Give me that. Let's do this to dump it back in. Okay, pipe is empty. Let's take the pipe off. Test this properly here.
The filter probably only affects output.
No, we actually tested that last time. It will test input and output.
Oh, good.
I filtered for purple drink, Greg. Alright, so now if I put it on here, and I thought I could check the filter from the side like that. Oh, I bet it's QWERTY's thing isn't testing it properly. Damn it, Greg, now I gotta make another damn magnifying glass because QWERTY's thing ain't checking the end of the pipe. Let's see. I would need a plate to do one better than glass, and I don't have any glass cooked. Oh, I got glass on the table, I'll bet you. By the way, I almost came on here last night and threw away these filter covers when I was on here working. I feel like such a dumbass. I came on, I went to grab the crowbar to throw them away because I thought I cheated them in. And because I seen them sitting there and I was like, wait a minute, I had to cheat these in because I don't have aluminum yet. And went to go grab the thing and I was like, nah, I ain't gonna throw them away now. I'll wait until I'm streaming so everybody can see that I actually did it. I don't want anybody thinking I'm being a cheater. And keeping them, and then it hit me while I was doing the route last night. Hey dumbass, that's looted. Yeah, okay, so the filter kept its filter. It's still filtered to purple drink. Now it's on the pipe. Just to make sure Greg didn't break the filter thing somehow. And yeah, it's not letting it in as long as it's on the pipe. QWERTY's thing doesn't do hit XYZ. Ah, okay. Alright, so Greg's got to work on the filters on the parts. So I can let that go and do its thing. And let's go on to the next thing. Give me 1 second here. I forgot to load up the restream chat. Apparently we have ghosts trying to walk in the house. Junior didn't shut the front door. properly. I'm sitting here, and all of a sudden, I got this cold breeze going across me, and it got a little bright in the room. What the fuck? I look over, and the front door is wide open. By the way, it's rainy, nasty here. Sucks. Okay, so covers can now have a custom sound effect for removing them with a crowbar. Some covers are also using that feature now, mainly the panels and the canvases. Okay, so apparently if I do this, it's going to sound different. That sound different? Sounds different going on. I don't think it sounds any different coming off. And how is it we make canvas? Can I make canvas real quick? Or is this something Greg made utterly impossible? Oh, just white flour dye. Yeah, I can do that. Water mixed white dye. Yeah, I can definitely do that. Alright, so we need a mixing bowl with some water and some bone meal. And I have some bone meal. What am I looking for? I'm looking for wood pulp. That's what I'm looking for. Get 4 pieces of wood pulp, just so we got plenty. And where in the hell is this zombie? There we go, 24. Should need about 4 of them. And we have a mixing bowl here, which I'm going to, well, wait a minute, we've got extras. No reason to use that one when I have this one. So let's bring it over here. And okay. I'm actually going to put it on top of the crafting table for right now. Connect it there. I don't know why I disconnected that one. Alright, so we got water in it. Do not leave scaffolding over here by your dryer, by the way. It's a bad idea. You'll lose shit. I had that happen. Alright, so let's make... Wait a minute. Is it bathing pot for paper? No, it's bath. Wood pulp, water, paper. What the fuck is your problem? Greg, how did you break frickin' wood pulp making paper? What am I doing wrong? Oh, wait a minute. That did say bath, didn't it? And I'm sitting here still arguing that I'm... Shut up. I didn't just do that. Y'all seen nothing.
It's recorded for posterity.
I am not completely fucking stupid, I swear. I swear
No,
I'm not.
only partly.
Get the fuck out of here, you stupid mixing bowl. Put the bath in. Sad thing is, I've made a fucking tutorial on how to use this damn thing. I still screwed it up. Alright, so now we gotta get the bath off of the water. Put the mixing bowl on the water. Put the white dye in. That does that. Now we need to make a capsule. I'm gonna make a wax one because, well, fuck, we got this damn much wax. There's way too much wax that comes out of this damn thing. Now, question is, do we actually have the extruder plate for this? Am I gonna have to make one? That's a wire shape. Wait a minute, where is my damn... Okay, so this ain't so great for everything. Curve plate, pipe, tiny pipe, ingot, bolt, rod. Wire. Okay, so we gotta make one real quick. We want a cell container. Greg's terrible at naming shit. So we need a curve plate first. So we need the shape and in the corner. Alright, so we need 2 steel plates and our hammer. Dun, dun, dun. Hammer time. Excellent. That goes there, and then what the hell is the hammer, file, and wire cutters? Where the hell is my file? There's my file. Wire cutters. Those are pincers. Those are not wire cutters. I'm guessing this isn't going to work in this table. But we're going to try it anyways. Just to see if Cordy got that stuff fixed yet. Wire cutters. Aha. Knew you were here somewhere. By the way, Junior's new vehicle is trying to kill me, in case anybody cares. Fucking thing. Pisses me off. Junior's sitting over here looking at me like, what the fuck are you talking about? I've got arthritis in my neck from lots and lots of stupid shit in my life I've done. Damaging it for no reason. And the ceiling in this thing is too low for my tall ass. I'm not that tall. But it's too low. My head is right at the roof when I'm sitting in it. And if I try to sit up and kind of jostle myself up just a little bit, I hit the frickin' ceiling. And that hurts. And it's already, rainy and nasty today, which makes the arthritis in my neck worse. And so now I have the issue of jamming my neck this morning from that and making it worse. So there we go. We now have white dye in here. And we now have white canvas. So, sit right there and be a good boy. So it makes a weird noise when you put it on. Because, well, it's canvas. Does not make the weird noise when you take it off. It still makes crowbar sound. Greg, you broke it. Greg done broke the sound thing that he tried to add. Because it ain't making a different sound. That is the same clunking sound it's always made. While we got the damn things, let's just get rid of them and throw them on random shit over here. Just shit's gonna be those other. There you go. Alright, so next, what did he say? The crowbar and the cover make noise. I did not hear shit out of that damn cover. I can't do anything against you not being able to hear it. Right, hold on, let me listen. I don't hear it. All I hear is that nasty ass crowbar clunk. And the crowbar shouldn't make a clunk sound when it's pulling off canvas. Honestly, you shouldn't use a crowbar to pull off canvas. It's canvas. Use a chisel. You're scraping it off. Not crowbarring it off. I'd hate to see Greg taking off wallpaper. Greg goes around his house to take down a painting, just crowbarring everything. Clunk, clunk. Okay. By the way, if anybody didn't know, you can use measuring pots as stairs. So you can walk right up on them, and then right up on a jug, and that puts you right up on the next level. No jumping required. Oh, you can actually do it straight from the measuring pot to the thing, too. So see, you want fancy stairs, use measuring cups. Okay, that's my dumbass idea for the day. Enjoy that. Let's see, what do we have next? Covers now have a dedicated Boolean state for being on and off instead of the cover data of a tile entity. Said state only affects covers and not the machine they are attached on. It defaults to on, of course. Affected by this new functionality are the following already existing covers: pumps, conveyors, vents, drains, pressure valves, and the filters. They won't let anything go through when turned off, so basically a filtered shutter cover. And then along with that is the cover controller cover will, okay, here's some of Greg's, the filter controller, the cover controller cover. Really? Is that really what you named it, Greg? Is a cover controller cover? What the hell is this damn thing? Cover controller. Okay. I guess machine cover was not good enough. I don't know why he's got two dashes in there, though. And then he has will has been added. I don't know what the will is in there for. The controller cover has been added in order to turn redstone into an on-off state. It is possible to use the screwdriver and other tools on the sides of the controller in order to switch simple modes on the up to 5 covers next to it to make stuff more convenient. Removing a controller cover will set the state of the tile entity's covers to on. Alright. So now that I've gotten through trying to read Greg's great English, let's see what we can do here for, let's see, use screwdriver to toggle mode. So let's go see if we can turn this filter on and off up here. Kyle, CCC equals controller cover, just like CCC equals capsule cell container. Yeah, dude, you really got to come up with some better names here. I thought I was terrible. Okay, that's the inverted. Did I just read how to turn the on-off thing on? Can't you set them to on-off with a tool as well? Because it doesn't say there's a special tool you can turn them on and off with. Soft hammer should reset it, which is the way it always was before. So it's definitely not that, because that just reset it. It has nothing on it now. Yeah. So I guess only using the controller cover will do it. Sorry, I cannot call that cover controller cover. That is just way too annoying. Alright, so we need a comparator and a damn circuit for this. Holy crap, really? GT5, a controller cover was literally a lever and a cover. Now we have to have a comparator, a wire, and a circuit. Greg, why do you have to do this shit to us? Not gonna do a tool for that. There's enough other ways. Okay. So no tool to turn them on and off. If you don't make a controller to do it, I want to try something. Does it actually need the controller, or can you do it with just a redstone signal? So let's get our filter back here. Give me that. Capsules would be more useful if they could auto output, especially with pressure valves. Pressure valves don't output to pipe, so drum is required for liquids. Capsule to auto output? Sounds a little strange to me. It's a capsule. Okay. That's for Greg to figure out. Alright, so we have water here. We have water here. So we'll take this off. We'll smack that with that. That'll set it to water. Take this one off of here. Put that one up there. Now this one has water in it, which it should. But if I get some redstone and run it to it, well, it shut it off. Hey, why are you in here? You should not be in there. How'd you get reset to nothing? Oh, by the way, the other day I was trying to put stuff in my inserter here. Couldn't figure out why. It was because I had shelves right here. So apparently anything within that block will block them. I actually had to do a special stream just to Greg to say, what the fuck is the problem here? So now my shelves are over here with all my friends. Alright, so if I turn that on, it doesn't say anything but filtered. But if I put down this, it should empty just the pipe if the redstone will work. The redstone definitely will not work. It definitely has to have the cover. Which makes sense, because if you could do it without the cover, why would you ever make the cover? But with that said, I can't really make that cover because I don't have the ability to make circuits yet. So, just for testing purposes, I'm going to have to cheat one in, damn it. Blame Greg, because he's a butthead. And has to make this thing unreasonably expensive. Like his filters, for fuck's sakes. Why in the hell a filter needs aluminum is beyond me. A simple filter should not take aluminum. Or you should be able to filter a tank somehow without aluminum.
The cover should be aluminum, and then the block should be the way they were.
No, because the block is better than the cover. The cover is actually used to make the block. The block can do more than the cover. The cover is actually the simplest. So I agree with the block being more expensive. But the fact that these covers need aluminum means that this basic setup I have right here to filter my oxygen and hydrogen is completely impossible, because I can't have this filter to filter the hydrogen out. I'm going to have the hydrogen and the oxygen run through the same pipe, go over top of both tanks, and hope like hell everything goes where it's supposed to. Which really sucks.
And when it's trickling out the last little bit, the other fluid will go in, and then you'll end up with a blocking situation on the pipe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the fact that these take aluminum now. Alright, so if I put this here, God, that is an ugly texture, Greg.
Greg is not known for good textures.
Yeah, but this texture, oh, this one's bad. The texture we had on the other one was so much better, the one for GT5. This one is just kind of, well, strange. I don't really know any other way of saying it. It's kind of weird. Alright, so that tank is empty, which means the pipe is empty. And it's now set with the redstone turned on, which should be defaulting it to, it defaults to on, so now it should be off. So now if I put this up here, this pipe should get nothing. It's getting something. The water's going right through. Okay, what am I doing wrong?
Did you screwdriver?
I shouldn't have to screwdriver. It's just a simple cover. Cover works when input is off. Cover works when input is on. You would think it would default to just working. You shouldn't have to turn the damn thing on with a screwdriver. Fair stupid as always. Yeah. Hush it. I figure it out though, don't I? I don't consider being stupid when you don't know how something works. I didn't code the damn thing. Thank you very much. You only know how it works because you coded the fucking thing. I'm not inside your brain. I don't know how the hell that weird place works. I want to know how that weird place works. I don't want to flip the lever. If it's turned on, it should turn off the thing. Redstone should be, if the default of the thing is on, the filter is defaulted to on, right? That's what I read. Then that means if I give it a redstone signal, it should turn it off. It should change its state. Because its state when no redstone is given to it is on. So redstone to it should be off. That's logic, at least in my head. Shouldn't be the other way around. If my head is wrong, well, it's been there before. Let's see here. Let's see, the default is only on if there is no controller at all. Well, that doesn't make... How does the default change just because you put another cover there? Default is default. If it's going to be on, it's on. If it's off, it's off. How do you change something just because you put something next to it? What kind of logic are you running with here? Apparently that's the way it works, but that's just weird. This is why I always get confused when I'm putting covers on shit in GT5 if it's going to be turning the damn thing on or off. Because it doesn't work the way I would think it logically should. So if there's no redstone signal, it's going to be off. So if this is off, this is off. If this is on, this is on. It makes sense that way. Maybe I just overthink shit, and that's the problem. You don't run with actual logic, thanks. Hi, Chris. You killed the default when you added that controller cover. If there is no controller cover, works by default. If there is a controller cover, then works with the cover settings. Alright. Still how it annoys. That's still how it confuses my brain, though. Alright. So the cover works the way Greg intends it. Kind of weird, but it works. Get rid of the damn thing. Get my inventory turned back the way it's supposed to be. So I ain't got a bunch of cheaty shit in my inventory. Alright. So let's go see what else we have. Which hopefully I won't have to cheat for the next cover that we need. Hopefully it won't take a circuit. That's not logic, that's consistency at best. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see here. Shutter cover is next. It prevents items and fluids from going through, and it also is also able to connect and disconnect pipes, cables, and wires as well. So actually I'm going to have to give me the thing back as well. So here's a shutter cover, which is a lot of stainless and a blank cover. Stainless stuff is not an issue. So I can actually make this one. Dun, dun, dun. Won't have to cheat, thank God. I hate cheating. Let's see. 4 screws. How many plates was that? 2 plates. Did I really use up all of my stainless steel plates already? No, there they are. So 2 plates. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta make a another aluminum plate. There we go. So we will throw this in over here and melt it down. Turn it into a plate because I don't have a plate bender yet. A rolling machine. Wait a minute. Where is my hot soup? Oh shit. Turn that off. Turn that off for me, would you? Here. Turn that damn thing off, would you? Good thing about having an automatic shut off. You gotta worry about it. Thank you. Save my crucible. What a good guy you are. Alright. So somewhere I'm missing one of them. Hello? Okay. How did that just not work? Wait a minute. I think I might have just found a bug with Qwerty's helmet. Damn it, I still can't shift click that thing on. Qwerty, damn it. Okay. Okay, now it's working. Why the hell didn't it work last time? Stupid thing. Arguing me. Let's see. Yeah, I knew I should not hold my hopes. Greg made it require aluminum again. Greg is screwing with any automation before aluminum. Yeah, pretty much. I can somewhat understand this. Just a little. I explain what I mean here. Everybody wants to be able to automate shit. That's just a given. You want to be able to automate shit. not too many people are actually wanting to make aluminum. Because, well, it's a pain in the fucking dick. So by him doing this, I do believe he is making it to where he's forcing us to make aluminum sooner rather than later. Because if you notice, I'm not going, hardcore on getting to aluminum. I've gotten to tungsten already, still haven't gotten to aluminum. I can completely process tungsten and use it. Cannot do aluminum. But I do believe, unless my history is incorrect here, aluminum was very, very rare in pure forms, or it is in nature very, very rare. And in Napoleon's time, he actually had an aluminum china, basically. Not china, but place settings. Because aluminum was more rare than gold and more valuable because they didn't have a way back then to process it like we do. To be able to get it as abundantly as we can now. So being able to get to tungsten just requires more heat, really. So in my head, getting the tungsten before aluminum makes kind of sense. But I could be wrong as usual. Alright, so we're going to try this with the same setup we've been using. This time we're going to do it as a shutter instead of a filter. So that should default to being open. Now it's going to default to being closed, which at least with this one you can tell that that's what it's doing. So I love about shutters is it actually closes the shit. Closes the pipe off. Go grab my redstone again. Yes, Napoleon did have aluminum plates because the way of processing it back then was insanely expensive. I thought it was just not just insanely expensive, but that it was very rare to be able to find anything that they could actually process. Alright, so that is going to open and close that. Now what I actually am going to use this for when I can get a controller cover is I'm actually going to put it here on here to do a wire controller. So this is what I will actually use it for, which this is one of the things that makes this such a terrible, terrible thing that it is gated behind aluminum, because I won't really need this once I get there. This is something I need now. Once I get to where I can do aluminum and I can go to MV, I won't need this. I thought this was supposed to work. To disconnect and connect cables. Why is it not allowing the cable to connect? I swear I just read that.
The other bad thing about processing aluminum is you need lots and lots and lots and lots of stainless in order to make the tanks required, because
Greg won't give us galvanized.
Yeah, we need something other than wood that can hold gases.
Mm-hmm.
Other than stainless.
Mm-hmm.
Then making aluminum wouldn't be so bad, because you could make galvanized steel tanks or something to hold the gases, and you could get the setup going earlier. Right now, the limitation is chrome. I have almost no chrome.
Alright, back to this. The cover controller will have turn redstone in to an on-off state, it is possible to use a screwdriver and other tools on the side of the controller in order to switch a simple thing. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. It prevents items and fluid shutter from going through. It is also able to connect and disconnect pipes, cables, and wires. Okay, well, why wouldn't the redstone work, Greg? It's still doing the same thing. Apparently, if you want to do a cable, you have to have the lever right on the controller. So instead of being able to have it out here where I'm not opposed to this pipe, why won't it work with the redstone? That doesn't make sense to me. So it does work. But like I said, this is absolutely useless once I get to aluminum when I can make the thing, because I won't need it at that point. Because then I could just make a MV cover port. Or an MV dynamo. Alright, so that's the shutter. Shutter will work on pipes, cables. Apparently works differently on pipes than it does on the cables. And I will keep that since I made it. And only throw away the controller. Let's go ahead and get my ass out of cheat mode. Hate being in cheat mode. Redstone dust of vanilla Minecraft is too garbage to work all that specific location. So you're saying that if I used a redstone wire, it would work?
You could probably use a redstone torch because that's a strong signal and will activate the entire block.
I'm going to try a Greg wire and see if that'll do it. Except this has a torch on it, so I got to take it off. Put that there. Connect it back through. Now I got to get that damn cover back. Damn it, Greg. Why'd you have to make this thing take a circuit? I really disagree with that choice. That is a terrible choice. It's literally a button. Or a lever. It's nothing that needs a fucking circuit. The hell does it even need a comparator for that matter? As much of a pain as GT5 was, is, at least you didn't rape us for a frickin' machine controller cover. Holy crap. I'm gonna have to go take a shower after this. I feel violated. I'm gonna have to take one of the Dumb and Dumber showers where I'm sitting there crying in the shower after this. Why does that not auto connect? You can't even connect Greg's redstone wire to this damn cover. What the fuck, Greg? Your wire can't connect to your cover? How bullshit is that? I'm guessing it's trying to connect to the actual cable, not the cover, and that's the problem. But shouldn't you be able to put your redstone cable to it? It is your redstone. Let me get a block. Let's see if we can do it through a block. Okay. So we're going to do it like that. And this is going to make this a weak signal. I don't know if it's going to work with a weak signal. We're going to try it. For right now, we're going to be cheap. And let's see if I put that there. Okay, so that works. A weak signal will work through a block. Or a weak signal will work. It doesn't have to be a strong signal. So you can do it that way if you wanted to. Can I do it this way? Can I just put the damn... I can put the damn thing on a block. I can't put it on redstone. Can't put a redstone wire there, but I can put a block there, put a lever on it, and work.
Remember, this is why you have these testing days.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to spend the rest of the day bitching about this controller cover recipe. Greg, prepare
Oh, it's a
yourself.
horrible one.
That is absolutely ridiculous to take a fucking circuit. It is the most basic of basic things. It's what's going to be needed for most of your covers to function properly, and it rapes you into needing a circuit.
I mean,
That
it
is
only takes
horrible.
aluminum to get to it.
Yeah. That definitely should not take a circuit.
So not only do we need aluminum, but we need an entire distillation tower as well.
Yes. Just to be able to turn something on and off.
Oh, great. On your new Origin, do you have a way of indicating the oil pockets now?
As far as I know, no, he does not. We have oil shale. If you find an oil pocket, you're just fucking lucky. As far as I know. If there's something different, he'll have to tell you. But I don't think. Let's see. Oh wait, it's the cable connection code that prevents it indeed. Add a repeater as a cover to that wire. Okay. Damn it, Greg. I didn't read that quick enough. You know, if this thing wasn't so cheap, I wouldn't have to keep fucking giving it to myself. Or if it wasn't so expensive, I wouldn't have to keep giving it to myself. Don't I have a repeater up in this bitch somewhere? And that's the thing, if it takes a repeater or a comparator, that shit don't bother me. They're not hard to get. They're cheap. You can keep your damn comparator in there. Just stop with the damn circuit. Stone.
Should be a comparator and a lever.
Yeah, that would work. Even the wire in there doesn't bother me. I don't understand why you would need electricity through something that's redstone. Maybe a redstone alloy wire, but not a regular wire.
Yeah, that makes sense.
A redstone wire, a lever, aluminum cover, good to go. Let's see, another quartz. And a couple pieces of redstone. I got my hammer here, so whack that bitch off of there. I'll have to put cobblestone in there again. Still don't know how the hell it got in there. I need 3 sticks, because I need 3 torches. Give me 1 second while I craft this. All this talk about repeaters and comparators, and I just tried to make a fucking comparator instead of the repeater I'm supposed to be making. Junior, why are you throwing weird shit at me? What the fuck is this crap? The Currituck Outer Banks and Mainland. I don't even know where the fuck that sucks. Go away. Why the hell do weird people send weird shit here? Alright, so we're going to try this now. See if this will work. If I put that there, And then lever. Doesn't work, Greg. Your shit's broke. Fix your shit, Greg. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Bear's an idiot. There we go. Okay. Still broke. Still don't work. Still need to fix your shit. Even though Bear was an idiot. Let's have some lunch. Nothing better than a little bit of bread and juice for lunch. There's a guy on the radio today supposedly has eaten like 30-some thousand Big Macs in his life. He eats 2 a day every day. He got so addicted to them the first time he ate them, he ate 9 on the first day. 3 per meal, had 3 meals. I like a good Big Mac now and then, but holy fucking shit, that's a bit ridiculous. Yeah, I can't open that any different than what it is, so yeah, that's definitely not going to work either. Alright, so let's get rid of this damn thing for the last frickin' time. And now I am going to make a test world to test the last part of the update. Trying to read up through all this crap. Bear, how often do I have to repeat it? Repeat what? You said to try the damn thing. I tried the damn thing. Later, Chris. Alright. Get this back into regular mode. Alright, so we will be back in here to check the qwertech update in a minute. I am going to go and check this last part of GT6 first. So let me give you guys this screen so you ain't got to stare at the start screen forever. And get the new world created. And I'll be right back as it gets loaded. Yes, I'm sneaking off for an old man break. Hush it. Well, apparently it's going to be a minute because trying to create a new world crashed my game. Come back to game being completely gone. So let's go look at the crash report. Let's see what happened. I'm guessing it's that FML thing, which really, really sucks. Ticking memory connection. Null point exception, ticking memory connection. FML proxy packet. Yep, same exact thing. This is really, really getting old. Gotta figure out something to stop that shit. Alright, so I'm already trying. Game's loading back up. And I will try again for a clean world. If it crashes again, I know I can make a clean world with the GT6 only pack. I will update that. And we will test there. No, I read the message. You said the garbage of redstone connecting to everything, but not connecting, not actually connecting to anything, is the garbage you were talking about. So I read the message. I understand the redstone says it's connecting, but it's not actually connecting. So it's not actually doing anything. I may say okay if I don't understand something. I usually don't do, but I don't say okay if I didn't read it. I may not like to read, but I'll at least try. Is there any way, I'm not into coding enough to know, but is there any way that that first tick of shit that needs to be sent can be sent a little later? Since everybody sends all their shit on that first tick? Because this FML proxy packet crash thing really sucks. And it's, you know, kind of keeping you from having a bigger pack. Alright, so loaded back up. Going into the same world I just tried to connect. I'll bring it back over here so you guys can see what it's attempting to do instead of staring at the gone fishing picture. Not sure which is any better. You get to see a building terrain or gone fishing. Either way, you don't get to see much of shit. And if it crashes, I'll update GT6 only real quick for my single player and try it. I won't update the server, but I'll update it. And there we go. Gone again. So with this, you cannot play GT6 Lite in single player apparently, unless figure out how to get the shit in there quicker. So give me just a second. This will be a lot quicker because GT6 only is a much smaller pack. It's a lot less to load. And update. And hopefully with what we're getting ready to test right now, this will mean we can actually update the GT6 on the server. It hasn't been updated in about a month. We haven't put any of the new world gen there yet. And this is the last thing that we're kind of waiting for to do it. So if this works out, we will update it this week. And that also means we can start the GT6 Fight server I've been saying we're going to start for a month. So hopefully, everything works out with testing, and we will start GT6 Fight this Tuesday. Loading textures, and we are done. Alright, so this is going to be about the same thing here. I'm going to have to create a new world, and it may crash the first time because of that FML proxy thing. Hopefully it won't. But this one, like I said, is a lot quicker to get up. So if it does, then there we go. We're in. Welcome to the server now. Get your ass to work. Alright, so what we are testing here is, if I bring up the changelog, let me get rid of time changing here. Reduce the rock spawn chance from the stone layer generator to 128 instead of 1 in 64. Change small rocks containing meteorites or flint now spawn in deserts as well. So basically this is going to supposedly give us a better chance of getting flint and meteors. Now the desert thing, okay, now I got a flint on the first one. That is awesome. The last time I tested this, which was off camera, it took me an entire day cycle before I got my first meteor. So basically what we're going to do for this is just go pick up rocks and see how long it takes for me to get to my first meteor. Now, if I'm making my first tools, I'm going to need flint for that. So I have enough now that I could make a shovel. Oh, I got quartzite. So I could literally, if I was playing in this world, do that and make me a shovel. I also have enough of these that I could make one of these shovels. So I could go get flint this way, from gravel the old way now. So that wouldn't be an issue. And I can make a lot of stone tools as well. There's a third flint. So there we go. Look at that. Meteorite already. Still the first morning. That is much, much nicer. Now, just to see, do a little bit of an averaging here. Let's see if we can find another one. This meteorite shouldn't be too easy to find. It's just with them being something you really need for progressing, they need to be a little bit better than one in, an entire day cycle. Because that means to get the meteorite, crucible, and mold, you need 48 days minimum before you're going to be able to find enough. And that's not just 48 days. That's 48 days of doing nothing but picking up fucking rocks. Because I literally turned off mobs and just walked for the first full day and the first full night to get that one meteor last time. Alright, so now we're up to 6 flint. This is back to what it used to be, or at least close. This is where we're starting to get flint on a much easier basis. So I definitely think this change is better. I hate using forest for rocks though. So much easier to find them in the plains. You got the damn trees in the way. Diorite rock. Still not getting another meteorite yet, but that's fine. We've already got one. And there is some I could be missing because of, well, the trees. So I'm not really doing this in, like a grid type pattern, making sure I find every rock in every chunk. I'm just doing this kind of like you would if you were doing a survival game and you were just out wandering around looking for the damn things. I at least wouldn't do a, metered search and turn on the grid and check every rock within that chunk. Just go around and pick up rocks. Let's see. Find vein. Be set for life. Oh, Greg, are you ever gonna tell us the info about his new ore gen and vein changes? Huh? Find vein, be set for life. I do believe that the intended way, I'm not positive, but I do believe the intended way to find veins now is exactly what I'm doing. It's finding rocks, searching rocks, finding the mineral you want, and then digging down and finding the appropriate vein. I've already found 2 tetrabaron rocks, so I have a tetravein I found. I have a chalcopyrite, so I have iron and copper already available. I have bauxite, so eventually I would have aluminum. So, I've only been out here for, first half of the day. I've already found, guaranteed, those veins. Because those veins are now guaranteed that if you dig straight down from that rock, you're going to hit that mineral. I'm not quite sure how that's supposed to work with that tetra. Tetra's pretty high up. Maybe it was because I was up on a hill and it was right below the dirt. But that's the way I was explained it. When we get into GT6 fight, I will do, a lot of screwing around looking for veins, looking in different ways, trying to figure out what minerals are in what rocks. Probably try doing my old tunnel method. I will probably even try the annoying ass digging down type of thing and see what different things are useful for finding veins now. But I'm thinking that this is probably going to be your best bet. Is to just get your ass out of the factory and go look for some rocks. And I'm sure you also have, okay, I just got my second one. So it is just past noon. I would say noon. I'd say it's about 2 o'clock in the evening. And I got my second meteor. So that is not bad at all. I definitely have to say that if nothing else changes, I'm ready to start the GT6 fight server. Because that will work. That will definitely make things a lot closer to the way they were, and a lot easier to eventually get to that crucible. Because still, I need 48 of these. I found 2. So I'm going to need 46 more before I can get to that crucible. It's not like it's, giving me a crucible right away. I'm still going to spend a lot of time boots on the ground, or bare feet on the ground, picking up rocks. There's a copper bearing rock. So that means if I dig down right here, there's going to be copper there. So that's 3, if I didn't find them overlapping, which it's quite possible, especially with the tetra that I did. But that's 3 different copper veins I found. Now, the bad thing is I haven't found a tin yet. I'm thinking, ooh, there's a qwertech flower, so there's actually a bedrock vein. And right there's the tetra. There's tetra and copper. Right there in the side of the... There you go. Copper and tetra. So the only thing is we're going to have tin, but if I was playing in this world, I've already got me a way of getting copper. And now it's just a matter of finding the tin to go with it. And tin, I would guess, is probably not going to be in limestone. It's going to be also higher up. So I have to go a little ways away to see if I can find the proper rock for it to actually be able to get the tin. I don't know what tin is found in. I don't want to know these kind of things. I'm probably the opposite of 90% of the qwertech players out there. I do not want to know everything. I do not want to be able to cheat the code. I don't want to know ways of breaking the freaking code to suit my needs. I want to discover shit. You know, I play this game like I am a survivalist, a old school, out in the wilderness, figuring shit out for himself player. And that's what I want to do. I want to go out and I want to figure shit out myself. I do not want to be told everything. I do not want to, dig through configs and the code of the game and go, okay, well, this is where it's going to spawn. Now I just got to go find it. No, I want to be out here wasting my fucking time, walking around, picking up rocks, looking for shit. That's why I like GregTech. That's why I like Terra Firma Craft, because they make you work for shit. Even if it's just out walking around picking up fucking rocks. There's some lead. Still haven't found tin yet. I'm hoping to find tin. And then we'll go back to GT6 Lite. Oh, there's some cassiterite. Smalls will work. You don't need a whole lot when you first get started. There's a chalcopyrite. There's a tin. So, we have tin, we have copper. We don't have a lot of tin, but you don't need an ass ton to get started. This bauxite is fucking orange. Holy crap, dude. Kind of weird walking on this and it being a rock, not red sand. Hi guys, how are you? Hi Dante. Let's see. I wonder when Bear gets the idea to magnifying glass a meteorite and then use a fortune pickaxe to mine it. Really? Is that really something you can do? That is goofy. It's a rock on the ground. You shouldn't get multiple of them. And it's kind of cool if that works. I'm actually going to have to try that when we start the GT6 Lite server. But, kind of weird. But, yeah. So I'm going to give you guys back to the gone fishing. And I'm going to load back up GT6 Lite and we will go take a look at the qwertech updates. So 1 second, folks. Well, it's going to be a little longer than a second. GT6 only takes, or GT6 Lite does take a few minutes to go. Alright, so I got the changelog up here for qwertech. Getting this game loaded back up. I'm gonna do what I normally don't do. I'm gonna read over the changelog while we're loading, since QWERTY likes to put things at the end of the changelog that I don't see at the beginning, or that I need to see at the beginning. So, first off, armor will no longer be damaged by oh crap, sorry about that. Unblockable damage, like falling, starving, drowning, except in specific occasions such as future upgrades allowing underwater breathing. So that is good because you shouldn't take fall damage when you're falling on your armor. Starving and drowning is also two things that should not affect your armor because they don't in vanilla. And plus, if you're starving, what the hell is that going to do to your armor? Falling, maybe. I actually never did understand the whole falling because, well, you're falling on your boots take a little damage. But it's vanilla, so roll with it. Blocks. Fix the bounding box of the upgrade desk so that it rotates properly. Fix the item rendering of the upgrade desk. Now armor will be displayed in full 3D with all upgrades on display. So that's cool. Crafting. Fixed a major bug in armor crafting. That's good. I know what bug that is. That's the anything to craft a freaking chest plate thing I found last week, which he found was worse than what it was. What I found was just a little bug, or a little piece of the bug, I guess. He found that you could actually craft just about anything together as long as you had one plate in the proper place. Good thing he hadn't made it recyclable yet, or that would have been a huge dupe bug. Let's see. Fix being unable to make maces and mattocks and a related NEI crash. I didn't know anything about that one. Fix curved plates attempting to apply as covers and thus ruining the upgrade desk when you try to use them. So many bugs, so many. Fix the color rendering of upgrades that are supposed to have color. Monocle upgrade will now properly tell information from pipes and requires shift right click instead of right click. We figured that one out earlier. And he added two things this week. You can stick a feather in your cap, call you macaroni, and armor models added for plate upgrades. So I guess the armor is going to look different now if you put the plate upgrades on it. So, alright. Game's loaded back up.
Hey.
What?
Why do you have a friend request on your Origin account from a guy that has no games on Origin?
I have no idea.
What the fuck?
I don't know. Alright. Get loaded in here. Let me in the server. Thank you. Alright, I'll let you guys in on what's going on here. Alright, So first thing, QWERTY had already told me that there was a possibility that when I was putting plates on this last time, that when I was trying to put it on armor, that it could have gone on the desk itself. I still feel he needs to fix one thing with this bounding box. Greg, you want to holler at QWERTY if he's up yet and let him know I'm starting his testing stuff? Because it's kind of weird that you actually have to hit down here, which now apparently you have to actually be on the side of it. You can't even be on this part of it to put things in it. Let's see if we put this in. Now wait a minute. You can't. Oh, you can right click it. You just can't shift click it. Okay, so see, I can't put this on there like that. Okay, thanks, Greg. So I actually have to click down here to get it to go on there. Now that looks weird, I have to say. Probably can't use a raven's feather. Let's see. Don't I have a regular feather? I know I have a regular white one up here. So we'll use this one. And we're going to put this on here. Okay, I am not the road runner, QWERTY. What the hell? Can we take them off? God, that's going to look so dumb. A feather in your cap should just be a little feather coming off the side. A great big road runner mane here. Holy shit. I have to run around the freaking factory going beep beep, beep beep, or make you go faster. God, that looks so retarded. QWERTY, I love you, but holy shit. Alright, so let's put these boots on here, and let's see. We have holes in them. Put our legs in. That's awesome, and these are our spring boots. So they look cool. These things are really, really weird, because bouncing with these things, let's see. I'm not making a boing sound yet. The stupid pipe right there is going to screw me up. Let's see. Hey, I am boing. These give me the jump boost, so why didn't I boing? I didn't jump properly, apparently. There we go. Yeah, I love these spring boots. They're fun to play with. I wouldn't wear them when I'm out trying to do shit. Because, God, that would drive me nuts. These are supposed to be my slippery ones, which I still don't know why the hell you'd want them slippery. I don't know what in the hell upgrade you're supposed to see on them. Which definitely can't. Now, I should have plates added to one of these if it worked properly. So there is my chest piece. Now let's try to actually get a plate added to it this time. Last time it did not work properly. Let's use steel. Because last time I tried to use bronze. Yeah, I am most definitely going to have to go meep around the fucking factory with that damn feather. Okay, so you can see now I put a plate on there. If it put a second one on, I don't know where it went. Okay, it supposedly has 3 plates on it. So I have 3 levels of reinforced. So now it has protection 3 and fire protection 1. Now, I wonder if the weight went way up? I'm guessing it probably went up. That's 26. Holy crap, that chain helmet weighs that much? 26 to 40 just by putting on the helmet? It's a chain helmet. Wouldn't think it'd be that bad. It doesn't look like it slowed me down much putting those plates on. And apparently there's going to be some way of lowering your weight eventually. You notice his hand goes from yellow to orange when I put the helmet on. I'm guessing the orange is when I actually start slowing down. Because this looks like I'm going slower now. And I don't have an issue with the going slower mechanic he added, but I think it's a little bit much. Oh yeah, look at that. That is now red with 77 pounds on me from just wearing unplated for most of it, and I am definitely going slower. Yeah, I don't have a real issue with it. Now, if I'm wearing full steel armor, I should go a bit slower. But the chain helmet is 14. What is the regular helmet? Where is the regular helmet? Where's my helmet? I don't know where my helmet went. I don't know if do these count? Okay, that's definitely a bug with his helmet. There's no way a steel helmet from Railcraft should weigh less than a chain helmet. Especially not a third of it. So I'm guessing maybe it's one of the upgrades. Quite elementary. That would be the monocle. Dashing, I don't know what the hell that is, unless that's that goofy feather. I guess that's a feather. And then fire protection 1. So, yeah, I gotta ask QWERTY about that, because that definitely seems to be worse than it was. And I'm wondering if there's a way of taking off armor or upgrades. Okay, so apparently if you put a plate on a helmet, it gives you a visor. So what is this going to be now that I reinforced it? Okay, adding the plate added no armor to it. But now I can bang my head up against the wall and not have to worry about hurting my head, because now I got a steel plate on my forehead to stop me from bashing in my own brains, apparently. God, I look like a retard with that feather, though. Alright, so let's go back to the changelog and see. Armor will no longer be damaged by unbreakable things. Fix the bounding box of the upgrade desk so that it'll rotate properly. I guess that means that I can do this and turn it around. You can't do any other direction though. You can only do down. You can't turn it left or right. So I really don't know if that's fixed. You can do like that and like this. But technically, what else do you need other than that and this? You know, that is all you really need. I just broke my damn wrench fucking around. Oh well, shit happens. And holy crap, we got a lot of stanite in here. So I'm just sitting here wasting my charcoal at this point, apparently. So let me go back and turn that off, and I'll deal with that later. I actually forgot I had it on. Good thing I've been running through a lot of my stuff, and I have ass tons of water. So it's not going to be an issue. I'll run out of charcoal before I run out of water. Let's see. Fix the bounding box of the upgrade desk so it can rotate properly. Fix the item rendering of the upgrade desk. Now armor will be displayed in full 3D, which we checked. Fix the major bug in the armor crafting, which means that I should not be able to do, let's see, 6 in it. I should not be able to do this. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. And then tool in the middle. What the fuck? That's going to give me a file. That should not give me an output of anything, QWERTY. Why would it give me an output of a file? Okay, maybe you still got a little bit of issues here. That is a little weird. That it shows a file all the time. Give me that shit out of there. Stop arguing with me. Still need to be able to pick up the entire stack that's in there somehow. Need to figure out something for that, like Alt plus Shift. We'll pick up the entire stack that's in there all at once. Or Control or something. And I'll hopefully get QWERTY to watch this later since he's not here this morning. So you can see all of my complaints. Let's see. Because I'm not going to remember. Let's see. Fix being able to craft a mace and a mattock. And a crash with any eye. Let's see. A mace is arrowheads and ingots. Or you can pour the mace head. Did I make a mace head? I have a mace, so I should have a mace head. Can I right click on this and tell me what it is? Greg, is that possible? Greg, this is something we need. Now that QWERTY's added these, some of these are hard to figure out what they are, like this thing. I have no idea what that is. That says nugget. I swear that was something at once, or I wouldn't have left it like that. This should be arrow. Yeah, that's arrow. Where is the mace head? I should have had a mace head here somewhere. Because I got a mace. Maybe I made arrowheads. Alright, so let's just craft it. Screw you and your good ideas. You're welcome, Greg. You know you love me. Even if I am a pain in the ass, you know you love me. Or love to hate me. I'm not sure which, but there's love in there somewhere. It's either loving me or loving to hate me. I'm not sure which. Probably a little bit of both. That actually would help with one of yours as well. Because sometimes when you look at an ingot from certain directions, they look like plates. I actually can't get it to look that way now, but I've had an issue where I thought an ingot one was a plate. Get all that shit in there. And we're gonna put an ingot there. And we'll make a mace this way. And I really need to get a way of shutting this off. Since I have this one automated now, I don't have a way of shutting it off manually. It's all automatic. And I don't like turning the one in the back down. Oh shit, don't touch that. But let's go ahead and do it for right now. Let's crank this down to about 2,000. And switch my armor over. There we go. Not quite sure how a full rubber suit is supposed to be 50 kilograms, but here again, I don't know what a fucking kilogram is. Gotta remember, I'm American. We'll use that weird metric system. Tell me in pounds, damn it. Give me a config so I can set it to pounds. That's what I need. Even if it says you're dumbass American, this is what it is in pounds across the bottom of the screen, I deal with it. I'm not doing scientific weights here. I don't need kilograms. Cook already, you bastard. What the hell? Hurry up. You're holding up the show. Let's see. Curve plates attempting to apply as covers. We already tried that. That's taken care of. Fix the color rendering of upgrades that are supposed to have color. I have no idea what's supposed to have color. Monocle upgrade will now properly tell. We checked that. We put the feather in my damn cap. And we did the armor. So basically, I'm going to try to make this mace. And I'm done. That's it for the testing today. And unless Greg or QWERTY have things for me to test tomorrow we will be playing with making our first circuits, I hope. Because like I said earlier, I've got my monazite done. I've got my silicon done. I've gotten silicon dust in here. So everything's ready to go except for piping in the fuel, which we have plenty of. Okay, molds now are magnifying glassable. Alright, awesome. Thank you, Greg. Other than the fact that your controller cover has an absolutely horrific recipe, you're alright. I might even like you a little bit if you change that fucking recipe. I don't guarantee it, but there's a possibility. God, that recipe sucks. As I said, I'm going to go on and on about this all fucking day. Turn off, you bastard. Thank you. Bear wants Imperial. Yes, he does. Bear, you are using Kelvin. That is metric. Yeah, but this is the scientific part of shit. I have no problem using Kelvin for thermostats and shit. I just don't know what shit is in pound without pounds. I don't have a problem using Celsius for temperatures either. Okay, so this I can't do in here. Still got to bug QWERTY about getting this, because you got to use one of these tables to make the frickin' crafting table. You should be able to do crafting recipes in it. I don't think he fixed it, folks. Unless I'm completely missing something here. I don't think he fixed it. Oh, wait a minute. These are raw, ain't they? You damn dirty bastards. Keep forgetting this shit. See, my problem isn't that I'm dumb half the time. Most of the time, it's I'm fucking forgetful. Fucking forget everything. I really need to make my sanding machine, grinding machine, whatever the hell it's called. And the sad thing is, even if I was doing GT6 every fucking day, I'd still forget this shit. Tomorrow you are going to need to test if filters work on multi-blocks. Okay, well that's not a big thing that I gotta check. That won't take, an entire 2 hours, so we can do that at the beginning. Not an issue. Okay, still fucking not right. It does work, but it works like this. If it's a hammer, shouldn't it be a hammer thing? He still has that thing where a lot of his recipes are working as crafting, not as hammering. So that we actually can do in here. I don't consider that a bug. I like it. To me, the only thing you should be whacking off with a hammer is like plates. Making the double and triple plates. Otherwise, it's kind of annoying. So there we go. We have a cobalt mace head. I wonder if he's going to add upgrades to these. Where I can upgrade my mace. Like put steel spikes on my cobalt mace. Drill holes in it so it's it's less weight. It's still a heavy material, but it's got holes drilled in it to make it move easier. More aerodynamic. Let the air flow through it. You ever had one of them? Most of y'all are probably too young to remember getting smacked in the ass with a wooden paddle as a kid. But I'm not, and I remember it. And they used to drill holes in the paddle. That way, they got less wind restriction when they were swinging it. They could swing it faster, swing it harder. God, did it fucking hurt like hell. You know what? You knew you fucked up when it happened. And you knew damn well you didn't want to fuck up that way again. And you know what? We didn't have fucking idiot kids shooting up fucking schools either. So guess where my standing is on fucking school shootings? Break out the paddles, bitches. Whoop some of them little motherfuckers. Teach them what fucking respect is. They'll stop being fucking stupid. Alright, so we've got this all tested out. Let's see. 1 kilogram is about 2.2 pounds, so 50 kilograms is 110 pounds. Okay, so if that's the case, then that means that this helmet that's 14 kilograms is 28 to 30 kilograms, or 28 to 30 pound hat. That's a heavy fucking hat. Holy shit. What are the leggings? Leggings are 17. It is made out of steel chainmail. I have to go online and see exactly what a chainmail hood would be, but it just seems still a bit much. But anyways, howdy. I'm getting up out of this bitch. I've had a headache all morning from my neck being fucked up in this damn rain. So I am getting the hell out of here and taking me a nap. Tomorrow we will check the filters on the distillation tower. See if they're going to work properly. And pipe this bitch up make our first buell and make our first circuits, because I got some plastic, and I'll have the buell so I can make some circuits, and I can actually make a battery box, which once I get the battery box made, then I can make me a way of making some power out of all these excess freaking sticks I have and other crap laying around. So we're actually getting into a proper electricity tomorrow. And then I can actually start making some proper aluminum. And I did notice something, Greg, before I leave. I just remembered. Thanks a lot for making silicon dioxide such a pain in the ass to get now. I was looking at this the other day. Yesterday, I think it was. I can't spell. How the fuck do you spell silicon? There we go. Yeah, Steve is super strong, but he's not strong enough apparently to wear a freaking 30-pound hat. He can carry ass tons of gold in his pocket, but put 30 tons on his head, slows his ass right the fuck down. So silicon dioxide, the way we've always gotten this, at least I have always gotten it early on, is sand. And it's really a pretty easy way of doing it. You can electrolyze sand directly. There's, all these other things you can do that are out of this world expensive, but you can just electrolyze sand straight in an electrolyzer, 64 EU, 4,000 EU total, one sand, one silicon dioxide. But there's another way to do it, which has always been the cheaper way of doing it, and that is a centrifuge at 16 EU a tick, which actually is more time because it's more expensive. You can do flint. One flint dust is one silicon dioxide. So not really too terrible. But you can also get away with getting it from, if I can find the damn thing here. There it is. Liquid glass. So you can actually melt down your sand into glass and do it at 16 EU instead of 64, or 16 GU, sorry. So that'd be 16 RU at this point. But the problem is, you gotta have the liquid glass now. It used to be you could just use glass dust. Now you have to have liquid glass. So he actually made this more difficult. Temperature is 1200. So you could do it with the capsule container thing and like an in-bar capsule container, and a crucible. But you would technically, if you're wanting to automate this and not have to do shit manually, have to use a damn smelter to do it. I will stick with doing flint probably. But the way I actually did it for this batch was I just used Certus quartz. I had like 46 of them, and I used those. Now I actually haven't dug up a quartz vein, so I only have these little ones here, but that's what I am using right now. Holy crap, get these pants off. I can't move. And I don't think I have a whole lot of quartz gems. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of quartz gems either. But quartz is really the way I go, because you don't even have to electrolyze or centrifuge it. Just throw it in a crucible. You throw quartz in a crucible, instantly turns into silicon dioxide.
You'll find it funny you say you're going to quit, and an hour later you're still yapping.
You know what? Shut the fuck up. I'm quitting in a second. I'm talking about something I should be talking about tomorrow, I will talk about tomorrow. Talking about today too, so shut the fuck
I'm talking to the Battlefield people. And literally, the dude that's helping me, name is Vivek.
up. Ouch, that hurt. Shut up a minute. So apparently flint dust doesn't do it. Flint dust cannot be done that way. Quartz can, so flint can't. So you actually have to run it through. So I'll just throw this over here and grind it back down. Alright, so I am out of here. Have a good one. Take it easy. See you tomorrow.